Hey everyone, my name is Kenny from Order a Plumber, and today I'm here to make a short video addressing some questions that some of our subscribers have had over the last few months, asking what is the right boiler for me when it's time to replace my boiler. Now the question that we're asking is, do we go with standard efficiency or do we go with high efficiency? Whenever you're shopping for a new boiler, you got contractors coming in, they're gonna give you options. Most of the time, they're gonna have a standard efficiency, and then they're gonna have a high efficiency. So for the homeowner, what are the things you need to know? What are the questions you should be asking? And what is really a good fit for you? So if we follow the flow chart, so to speak, of what is right for you, the homeowner, we're gonna start with first question. What do you expect out of your heating system? Are you looking for something that you're gonna get installed, you're gonna pay for, and then you don't have to worry about again for a long time? You know, you have your basic repairs that happen from time to time, but for the most part, it's out of sight, out of mind, tried and true, no problems. If that's what you want and that's what you're looking for, my personal recommendation would be to stick with or go with a standard atmospheric equipment, standard efficiency, 82%, give or take, and that's going to give you exactly what you're looking for. The equipment is very reliable and low maintenance. All equipment should be maintenance and should be looked at. Talk to your plumbing or heating contractor, service provider about that. But at the end of the day, it's very reliable. It's going to give you a very long lifespan, and it's going to give you the least amount of headache over the longevity of the equipment. All right, if you're looking at the other option, possibly high efficiency boiler, wall hung, floor mounted, 90 plus, you know, like some of the ones you see behind us. We got some tankless water heaters back here, and then you know, right over here, you know, this is you know, Renai, you know, combi system that we have set up. If you're looking along the lines of this, there's a couple things you should know that the salesperson may not be telling you. Now, number one, I tell everybody, high efficiency equipment is high maintenance. What does that mean? Check the manufacturer's specs on the equipment that you're gonna get, whether it's Renai, Lochinvar, Peerless, Terrace, you know, any high efficiency equipment, even on the forced hot air side, furnace side. Check it out. It's going to tell you that it needs to be maintenance annually. All right, it needs to be maintenance, and the maintenances are a little extensive if they're done properly. Okay, a lot of times they require additional parts on an annual basis. A lot of times they require specific pieces of equipment, combustion analyzers, gas manometers, you know, good electrical testers that you need to check them out, and it needs to be done every year. And if you get someone in your home that's not mentioning that, you need to ask that question, and they need to tell you what the maintenance is and what the estimated cost of maintenance. Because any money that you may save possibly with you know, some fuel savings, you may be giving some of that back with the maintenance. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. But you got to understand, you got to do the maintenance on this equipment. If you don't do the maintenance on high efficiency equipment, it will give you problems. So if you get sold a piece of high efficiency equipment, nobody tells you that you have to do the maintenance. There's no maintenance contract that comes with it, and you're used to standard efficiency equipment where it's kind of on the gas side, you know, very low maintenance. Within, you know, 2, 3, 4 years, you will start to have problems with the high efficiency equipment if it's not maintained properly. Okay, and at that point, it could become very, very costly to repair if the maintenance hasn't been done. Now, don't take my word for it. Check your manufacturer specifications, installation and operation manuals, and find out for yourself. But I'm going to tell you, the high efficiency equipment needs to be serviced on an annual basis, and it really cannot be neglected, or else the lifespan of the equipment is going to be a lot shorter, and there's going to be a lot of costly repairs with it. All right. Secondly, if you're not really, you know, focused on high efficiency equipment because it's a retrofit application, and you're thinking, you know, listen, I just kind of want to know a little bit more about high efficiency. I want to save some energy. You know, the couple of things you need to know: the installation costs are going to be a little bit more money. Now, I'm not going to put an exact figure on that because every application varies, every contractor varies, but typically high efficiency equipment has a little bit more involved in the terms of maybe venting, condensate discharge, additional piping for primary, secondary, maybe some additional control wiring. So again, this varies, but oftentimes than not, the high efficiency installations are going to be more money up front, out of pocket. Secondly, what are you getting for that money? High efficiency, they'll tell you some of the equipment's 95%. So are you going to get 95%? I would say on average, and I'm being conservative by saying on average, because from our experience, it's really never, the unit's not going to run at 95%. If you put a combustion analyzer on it and you check it, it's not going to run at 95% in the field. 95% AFUE is a rating that is that they come up with in a laboratory under pristine conditions with the perfect air mixture to gas mixture, pristine fuel intake, and a lot of other things that goes into really getting that max AFUE rating. You're not going to get that typically in the field. Normally, on average, you might get 90, 91, 92, 89, in that ballpark. Same goes for standard atmospheric equipment. If it says 82%, you're probably going to get 79, 80, around that ballpark. But again, every application is different. Every installation is different. Every home or building is different. And that's all going to affect the AFUE, the efficiency of the unit, and possibly any fuel savings that you may have. You really have to weigh out what you're looking to accomplish. Are you looking for fuel savings? And if you are, what other factors go into it? You could put a high efficiency boiler in your home, but if it was built, say, in the 50s, a semi-loose construction, it hasn't been renovated, hasn't been re-insulated, hasn't had windows replaced, you could be heating the home at 90 plus, but you're still losing efficiency other areas of the home, maybe with a loose building envelope where cold air is coming in, the heat's getting out. So just keep that in the back of your mind. But the biggest thing I want everybody to take away from this video is when you're in the market for new equipment, you're looking for high efficiency or standard atmospheric, and you're going back and forth, the question you got to ask is, particular to the manufacturer that you're being presented, is what is the maintenance? How much is the maintenance? Okay, factor that in. If you, like I said, if you want out of sight, out of mind, and call up anybody when there's a problem, and pretty much every company should have a technician that can fix it, then you might want to go with atmospheric. On the other hand, high efficiency, a lot of companies install them. And I would say out of all the companies that do the installation, maybe half of those really have a good handle on the maintenance and how to work on them. And then when it comes down to it, when you're in a pinch, because that's what you're going to be in when the system goes down, right? It never goes down in optimal conditions. Maybe during the morning on a Wednesday when it's not really that cold out and everybody's not busy. It's going to go down on a late Sunday evening when it's very cold and you have a whole house full of people, and you're going to be calling an emergency service and calling around. So you need to make sure that the company that you're purchasing your equipment from knows how to service that equipment. With high efficiency equipment, if you're in a pinch and you got to start calling around, just keep in mind that there's going to be less companies that are able to actually work on the equipment, to have the right tools, the manometers, the analyzers, the proper electrical testers. And to take that one step further, there's going to be a lot less companies that actually have the parts, maybe none, because to stock all the parts for every high efficiency boiler manufacturer is almost impossible. And I'm not going to get into it in this video, but if I were to take the cover off back here off this unit and show you what the inside of the unit looks like to obtain that maximal efficiency, there's a lot that goes into this little box right here that hangs on your wall. There's a lot of moving parts in there. There's a lot of components, a lot of electrical wiring, a lot of flow switches, a lot of sensors. At any given point, one of those could go bad. And, to trace that down, to find it, and then actually to diagnose, hey, this is the sensor, this sensor went bad, to be able to have that on the truck, that's another thing. With high efficiency equipment, it may be tough to get parts. Parts are typically going to be overnighted or have to be gotten from the supply house, during regular business hours when the supply houses are open. So with standard efficiency, a lot of those parts are standard universal, and any reputable heating company is probably going to have everything they need on the truck to get that system back up and running. So key takeaways here between high efficiency and standard efficiency is really, first and foremost, ask yourself what you're looking for. If you as the homeowner want something that you're going to put in, you're going to know it's brand new, you're not going to have to worry about it, you don't want to think about maintenance, you don't want to be jammed up in a bad spot if the thing goes down and they can't find parts for it, you might, and you're not so much concerned about the efficiency, you may just want to stick with atmospheric equipment. If you're really, someone that's kind of up on the efficiency and you're renovating your home and you're making everything tight and you want to, stay in line with what you're doing in fuel savings, then you could go down the high efficiency road. That may be for you. But that being said, ask the questions. What's the maintenance? Do you guys offer service contracts? What is your relationship with the local manufacturer's rep for this unit? Because that's very important when it comes to support. Do you guys offer 24/7 service, and do you keep a full line of parts on the truck to repair this unit in the event that it goes down outside of the standard service and maintenance that they do every year? So that's it for today. I hope I shed some light on some important questions to ask when you're in the market for a new heating system and you're looking possibly between atmospheric and high efficiency. Those are the important questions that you really should be asking. And that's it. If you guys have any other questions or want some further clarification on this video, or you'd like me to make another video related to another question that you may have, whether it has to do with heating equipment, tankless water heaters, or any other plumbing product, just put it in the comments and send it in. And if you are watching this video here at Order a Plumber for the first time, do not forget to hit like and subscribe. All right, thank you very much. My name is Kenny from Order a Plumber, and I hope this helps you guys. Thank you.